guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of knitting and crocheting. And there's actually some really good benefits, not just because you get to create something from yarn with some needles or with a crochet hook, but there's some, even a little bit of mental benefits that I have found personally that have just really helped me throughout the years. And I don't know, I'm not going to guarantee that these will work for you, but maybe some of these practices you can try, and who knows, maybe you incorporate them in your life. Maybe they can help you in ways that they have helped me. So the first benefit is whenever I'm stressed or feeling extremely anxious, I have found that knitting and crocheting help calm me down. I don't know if it's just the rhythm of knitting or even of crocheting that just helps me sit down and breathe and just think about it clearly. I do know that knitting does help slow your heart rate down to more of a resting level because you're just doing the same rhythm over and over, especially if you're working on a very relaxing project. But I have just found that whenever I'm feeling the most anxious, the most stressed out, and I sit down and knit, even if it's just for 20 minutes, I immediately feel better. And what I mean by that is, in the past, whenever I have had a very stressful job or my job's not going very well, my mom always encouraged me to knit for 20 minutes before I go to work. And I would do that, and it helped so much just relax me and get me ready for the day. So if you ever are feeling very anxious or stressed out and maybe your job is not going well, I encourage you, maybe before you go to work, just take 20 minutes and sit down with your favorite project and work on it. And it'll actually give you something to think about during your day at work. Because I know sometimes whenever I was at work, I would start thinking about the sweater I was knitting, and it would just help me get through the day because I wasn't thinking about work and just how bad it was going or how stressed out I was. It helped me think about something else besides the thing I was stressed or anxious about. Another thing is, if you were in school and exams are coming up, or you have a really hard test coming up, I encourage you to find a small project and work on it every night, and just work on it before homework or after homework, and just work on it for a set time limit, and work on something very simple that can get your mind off of it, and make it something you look forward to, that after you study for 2 hours you get to knit for 20 minutes. Just little goals like that, it will help calm you down and help relieve some stress. Doesn't mean whatever you're stressed about is going to go away, but it might help you cope with it a little bit better and help you have a better mindset and a clearer mind when you're thinking about that event or whatever the object is of your stress and anxiety. The second benefit to knitting and crocheting is it really helps wind me down. So what I mean is, throughout the day I am pretty busy for the most part. I try to keep myself busy with different things, but come evening time I try to wind down and not do anything too crazy, because then I'm just awake, and I'm one of those people where I have to get 8 hours of sleep or I am so cranky, and I'm kind of one of those people who truly needs her beauty sleep, because I will just be awful the next day. I have to get sleep. I've always been like that since I was a kid. So to help wind me down and get me to sleep, in the evenings after dinner until about 9 o'clock, I try to work on a project. Even I look for something more simple or a personal project. I do work on designing patterns and things I sell during the day, but in the evening I try to find something very personal that I really want to work on. A lot of times it's a sweater for myself, or it may be a couch for my cat, something that is personal that I want to work on. Or even if it is something I'm excited that I'm working on, that I'm designing, I can still work on that. As long as I'm excited about it and I want to work on it, it's not really an obligation type ordeal. I want to make sure it's something that I want to work on. And then after I'm done working on my project, I always like to read a book for about an hour at night, just to really help wind me down. And also, this is the time I really try not to be on my phone. I've noticed that whenever I look at my phone a lot, even in the couple hours before I go to bed, I think it has actually something to do with the light, your phone. So I always try to not be on my phone at those times, but I really try, like I said, to find a project that just helps wind me down for the night, something I can truly enjoy and something I'm looking forward to working on. And the third benefit is I truly believe in the statement, idle hands are the devil's handiwork. And my mom actually told me that a lot growing up. But I truly agree with her on this. Whenever you are just sitting around doing absolutely nothing, you're doing nothing. And you're wasting time. I mean, there are totally perfect good times to sit there and rest because maybe you had a really long day and you just need to sit. Totally understand that. But I'm talking about a consistent not doing anything type. Maybe you should find something to do, to work on. I know personally for me, a lot of times if I'm not doing anything, I go on my phone a ton. And I'm on my phone constantly. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm on the news. I'm just looking at stuff. And next thing you know, 3 hours have gone by and I've done absolutely nothing except maybe get really upset with somebody that I don't even know. And that can be really harmful, not just for you're wasting time, but also your mindset. You'll start to just become maybe an angry person, which is not a good thing. You want to be happy. You don't want to be angry all the time. So by working on something, actually sitting down and creating something with yarn, or I'm not even talking about knitting, crocheting. Honestly, it can be any hobby that you want. You could take up scrapbooking. You can take up bullet journaling. I know a lot of people do bullet planners now, or bullet journals, whatever you call them. I'm obviously not really into it because I don't even know what it's called. But there's so much you can do and be creative in your own way where you're not just sitting around doing nothing. And I just think that a lot of times whenever you're working on something, you're going to feel really productive and time's going to go by so much faster and you're actually going to get something done besides looking on your phone or playing a game on your phone. So those are the 3 benefits that I have found in my life personally that have really helped me just not be as anxious anymore, not as stressed out anymore, have a better mindset, help me be more productive, and help me to wind down. I hope these benefits help you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!